Hi, folks. Just saw Obama's speech on the scare of radiation going on, and done a little research myself, and it seems that you can get enough iodine from a can of tuna fish to protect yourself sufficiently. So if you're worried about getting radiation through the air or anything from Japan, the people in Japan seem to be pretty safe, but if you're worried about it, just have a can of tuna fish. Which reminds me, I was going to once have a tuna fish farm. I was going to raise tuna fish in a pond, and what I'd do is I'd just feed them mayonnaise, so like when you harvest them, it'd be like instant tuna fish. Wouldn't that be great? Don't steal my idea. Now, the main reason I want to talk to you, my loving friends, and I love you so much. Anyways, Glenn Beck, you know, chalkboard man, the big guy with the chalkboard, and he did a lot of wonderful things, you know, by exposing a lot of the things, you know, Obama's cabinet. It's just, which is true. I researched it myself. That's better. I researched it myself, and his cabinet is actually full of neo-socialists. These are people who believe in Marxism, Mao Zedong. They actually praise communism and socialism, all these ideologies that have failed all through history, have failed. That's why this country was so great at one time. It's failed through history. Socialism. Capitalism is the only thing that has succeeded enough to put a man on the moon, which is another thing I'm a little PO'd at Obama about, is we got to now rent space to get on a Russian shuttle to go to the moon. Okay? We were the leaders. We landed on the moon. Now we don't even have a space program. Thank you, Mr. Obama, for making this country a third-rate place now. Okay, maybe they won't even want to come over the border anymore. Maybe, you know, Obama's going to, maybe that's his secret plan, is to make this country so terribly awful and you know, just economically deprived of everything, so that every privity is going to be experienced by every American. Just make this country the worst, and that'll solve the immigration program. I mean, the immigration problem. Hell of an idea. Obama, in that you're doing a good job. You're doing a real good job. You're getting rid of, you're making the country the worst country on earth. Single-handedly, your whole cabinet is full of socialists, and guess what? Nobody will want to come here again anymore. What a plan! Jeez, should have thought of that myself. Anyways, Glenn Beck, chalkboard man, says the country Japan isn't Christian enough, and that's why God may have punished them. Folks, God does not punish people for being not Christian. He doesn't kill little Japanese children because they're not Christian enough. Okay? Let's get that straight. He doesn't send buses over cliffs in California, buses full of children, because their parents aren't Christian enough. He doesn't put people in wheelchairs, babies in wheelchairs for the rest of their lives, because they're not Christian enough. God doesn't do that. God is omnipresent, not omnipotent. Let's get that straight, okay? So Glenn Beck, you're really an embarrassment. Really had enough of you on that. That was an awful thing to do. That was an awful thing to say. You sound like Pat Robinson when the Haiti crisis hit, when they had their earthquake. Pat Robinson says, "Oh, they're not Christian enough. They practice voodoo, so God punished them." It's the most idiotic thing I have ever heard. I know a doctor who is one of the co-founders of Doctors Without Borders, and he actually goes into non-Christian countries to fix little babies who have cleft palates. He never asks if they're Christian or not. And they're not punished like that because they're not Christian. So these people who finally get on, television and radio and they turn into these solipsists. Okay? I don't know if you know what a solipsist is, but they're solipsists. They think the world revolves around them. And instead, it doesn't. And instead we have nihilists running the country. Well, and when I say nihilists, let's be frank here, okay? The people who are short selling Japan's electric company right now are the dirt scum of the earth, profiting off Japan's tragedy. They're actually profiting of it. You see your stock market go up. That's because the short sellers, okay? They're short selling it. They're probably short selling you right now. Alright, well anyways, now you know the rest of the story. And remember, the nihilists are in office. They don't care. They're trying to get rid of everything so that nobody wants to cross the border. And the solipsists think God punished Japan. Okay, enjoy your tuna fish.